Hey y'all, it's your girl Missniecytv, and I'm here to do a review for Zatima Season 3, Episode 4. The episode picks up where left off with the aftermath of Bryce's car accident, and he's sitting in his car all bloodied up, and Angela's screaming and crying like, Bryce, like you gonna wake up and hear you. That man is halfway up to heaven, almost on his way to go see the pearly gates, and you sitting here calling his name like he could hear you. Angela tells Sean, we gotta pull him out, his car's about to blow up, there's gas, and it's about to blow up. So Sean pulls him out with ease. There is no struggle at all. And I'm like, this is not realistic, not one bit. As soon as they pull Bryce out the car, his car blows up. Sean is on the phone with 911. We don't see Bryce getting transported to the hospital. Mind you, nobody checks on the other driver. They don't see if the other driver needs medical attention, needs their family called. They don't even know if the other driver's alive, so I guess the other driver made it out okay. Over at Zach and Fatima's, this is next morning, and Zach's staring at Fatima while she's sleeping. When she wakes up, Zach is like, I was just staring at you in creep mode. Fatima's like, yeah. So when she turns over, she's like, oh, baby, you made me breakfast in bed. Zach is like, you're eating for two now, so I had to feed you, and it's getting cold. So Fatima grabs her orange juice, and they have a conversation. And she's like, how'd you sleep? Zach is like, I slept good knowing that I don't have to worry about money. They tell them both for their phones off so that they could get some rest. Zach is like, I'm just glad I'm not in that situation anymore. Fatima's like, what situation? And then Zach goes to explain about when he was with Karen and how Karen always used to put him down and how the sister circles used to talk about him so bad. Fatima's like, I don't want you for your money. I just want to be with you. Zach is like, well, why do y'all even listen to y'all friends though? If we say we try. Zach is like, why don't you just give us the chance to try? Fatima's like, I don't even listen to my friends. Zach is coughs and he's like, Angela. Zach is like, I didn't even say Angela, I was just coughing. Zach is like, you prefer if we have money? Fatima's like, what woman wouldn't? Zach is like, you right. There's a certain confidence. Zach is like, there's a certain confidence that comes with having money. Fatima's like, yeah, but it's more than just paying the light bill. Fatima's like, speaking of money, are you going to talk to Bryce? Zach is like, I'm not going to talk to him. I want him to suffer the way I suffered. Zach is like, there's consequences for his actions, and when I talk to him, I talk to him. But Zach is like, I don't want to talk about this no more. And Fatima's like, oh. Over at Belinda's, Nate and Belinda just got done doing the business, and Belinda's like, well, you got to go now. Nate is like, why? She's like, for one, you ain't called that, and two, I'm about to leave my house, and you know the rules. When I leave my house, Nate is like, why I gotta leave? We're technically dating now. Belinda's like, that's what you call dating? Nate is like, what you call it? She's like, that's when Nate gets up and he pulls up his pants. And she's like, where you going? He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. You're like, no, you're not. You can use the bathroom at your house. That's when Nate grabs his hoodie and he's struggling to put his hoodie on it. And Belinda's like, look, you can't even find a head part on your hoodie because you can't find a hole in the kitty either. They should call you Nate Can't Find a Hole. Belinda was like, so you gonna tell me what Tony and Zach had to say about me? Nate was like, they didn't even say nothing. But earlier, Nate was like, I believe everything that Tony and Zach said about you. Belinda was like, Nate, just leave. Nate is like, I've been kicked out of better places, including that vagina. And Belinda's like, I know you wasn't talking about your home, because I see Nate is like, leave my home alone. After Nate leaves, Belinda gets a call from Angela, and she's like, hey girl, sorry I missed your call, I was busy. Angela's like, well, Bryce just got into an accident. Belinda's like, Angela's like, just ask, because I know you want to ask anyway. Belinda's like, yeah, girl, you're right, because I definitely about to ask. Who's Bryce? Angela's like, the last guy I dated. Belinda's like, send me the location. What hospital are you at so I could be there for you? Angela's like, you don't have to come. Belinda's like, I'm coming anyway. Belinda hangs up the phone and she's like, I hope Bryce isn't the guy that likes guys. Over at the hospital, Angela and Sean are just in there talking, and Angela's like, you know you don't have to be here, right? Sean is like, what you mean? Angela says you keep looking at your watch. Sean is like, I'm looking at my watch because I have to go to work. Angela's like, you work at a nightclub. Sean is like, I still gotta get some sleep. Angela's like, Sean, you can go. Angela's so mean to that man all because of Bryce and what he did to her. And she don't want to let nobody else in. And she's just sleeping with every guy she can just to fill up. One leaves and Belinda shows up and she's like, hey girl, what happened? Angela's like, you drove into a car. Belinda's like, so do you think he was trying to unalive himself? Angela's like, I don't know. Belinda's like, does Zach know? Angela's like, so why are you so pressed about Zach? Belinda's like, you said he was Zach's business partner, so. Angela's like, you can remember that, but you don't know who Bryce is. Angela's like, I actually called Fatima, but her phone's off. Belinda's like, so did you call Zach? Angela's like, so why are you so pressed? Belinda's like, I'm just trying to be here for you. No, Belinda, you're trying to be messy and start up drama. Belinda's like, you sitting here like you care. Like, if it was Nate, I wouldn't sit here for 2 seconds. Belinda's like, I don't know why you're trying to sit here for a man that likes guys. Angela's like, for one, I do care. Angela's like, but you sat here for Louis though. Belinda's like, that was different. I just wanted to know his results. Belinda's like, if I seen him today, I wouldn't even pee on him if he was on fire. Angela's like, okay. Belinda's like, so what did the doctor say? Angela's like, I haven't spoken to anybody. So this whole time, Bryce is possibly in critical condition and nobody came out to spoke to you, Angela? If they didn't come out to speak to Angela, I wonder if they even called his family. Angela tells Belinda she could head to work and Belinda leaves. Over at Bryce Ventures, we see Zach sitting on the phone talking to the bank while Preston's sitting there to see if the check actually cleared. Preston's like, you don't think I was lying, did you? Zach is like, yeah. Preston's like, really? Zach is like, I was just messing with you. Preston's like, so we good now, you could talk to Bryce. Zach is like, I'm not doing that. Preston's like, look, Zach, the more you make Bryce suffer, the more you're gonna suffer. And Zach is like, yeah, you right. Zach is like, he's gonna pay me all them overdraft fees. So Preston's like, just get it paid for it of extra credit. Zach is like, so you wanna tell me how you got this money? Preston's like, no. And it's like, that's not a lot of money. Zach is like, $3 million is not a lot of money to you? Like, so how much money you got? Preston's like, I ain't telling you that. Zach is like, so Danny didn't know you got this much money? He's like, so you sitting here driving around in this average car. Person's like, my car's not average. Zach is like, you got run-down cowboy boots on, same jeans. Person's like, first of all, I like my cowboy boots. Second of all, these is 10-day jeans. Zach is like, what the heck is 10-day jeans? Person's like, these jeans have at least 10 days before I have to wash them. Zach is like, I don't know about that. Because, like, I guess you can cover yourself in whatever you want when you make money like this. And as he's saying this, Deja walks by and she hears the word money. And of course, her ears go up like a dog. So she comes in and she's like, who got money? Zach is like, not you. Zach is like, what are you doing here anyway? Deja's like, funny story, my lawyer actually works in this building and I saw your name on the building, so I decided to come up and speak. Zach is like, you can leave now. And Deja's like, no, I can't. I gotta see who got money first. And then she's like, hey, Vanilla. And Preston's like, hey, Deja. Zach is like, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all know each other? Deja's like, we met at the strip club. Preston's like, we met in front of her. Deja's still flirting with Preston, and Zach's like, you also know what looks good? You on the other side of that door. Deja's like, she got you that scared? Zach is like, who? Deja's like, your bath down. Deja's like, actually, my lawyer said I would have a great case against Fatima. Zach is like, you still pursuing that? Deja's like, all the way. Zach is like, I ain't got nothing to say to you then. Deja leaves and it's just Zach and Preston talking now. And Preston's like, you know what, Deja's cute and she's a lot of other things. He's like, no, Preston, get that look out of your eye. You thought Danny was messy? She's 10 times more messy and she'll take you for your money, your cows, and your horses. Preston's like, so you think I'm dumb? Zach is like, no, but I know you've never been freaked on. Preston's like, I don't know what freak on is, but maybe that's what I need to get me out of 10-day cheese and go to 2-day cheese. Over at the barbershop, Nate, Tony, and Mr. Tyrone are sitting there talking, and Nate is trying to tell Tony that they need to tell Zach what happened. And Tony's like, well, you don't need to tell him nothing. Nate is like, yes, we do. Decides to get advice from the other people in the barbershop because Tony is not telling him what he needs to hear, so he starts explaining the story. And Tony's like, he left a part out. He didn't tell the part where this person has a record. When Mr. Tyrone's like, if my friend knew that somebody hit my girl and didn't tell me, it would be a problem. Tony's like, first of all, we don't even know if he hit her. Mr. Tyrone's like, I don't care what happened. If my friend knew something that happened to my girl and they didn't tell me, it would be a problem. So he's like, y'all better tell him before he finds out. This is not going to end well for anybody. Over in the hood, Fatima's there so she could talk to Jeremiah, and she sees Connie, and Connie's like, what are you doing here? Fatima's like, I'm actually looking for Jeremiah because Zach's on his way to talk to Jeremiah, and I don't want him to say nothing. Fatima's like, I want him to know that I didn't say anything either. Connie's like, you can say all that and do all that, but when Jeremiah is high, he's still going to say what he wants. Zach finally walks up, and they try to play it off by talking about Miss Gladys and the funeral, and Zach is like, so what are you doing? Jeremiah about to count his days because this is the calm before the storm, because next week is definitely going to be the storm. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn your bell notifications. Bye!